D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally found interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I am going to be reading to you, and you can read them for yourself, or, just listen to what I'm saying and everything. You don't have to read it because I'm going to read it to you anyways. So before I get started on this video, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we always get shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So now with saying that, I would like to get started on this video, and I would start with this first story. Oh man, Warner Brothers looks like they're not too happy with J.J. Abrams. I personally don't like J.J. Abrams, so I don't feel sorry for him, but they have a good point in this. So this article from comicbookmovie.com says Warner Brothers reportedly frustrated with J.J. Abrams' failure to deliver the DC properties he's earmarked. Which again, right there is automatically, I totally get their frustration, because he's had him for what, like 3 years, and he hasn't done anything. We keep hearing about all this stuff, but we ain't seen nothing. So it says it sounds like Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav is growing tired with J.J. Abrams and Bad Robot's failure to deliver on its massive $250 million deal, including those promised DC Comics adaptations. In fact, I think they're sourcing the Hollywood Reporter. I was going to do that article, but I was like, why don't I change it up a little bit? Because I always use, Hollywood Reporter or Deadline or what's the last one I used? I can't remember. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So it says J.J. Abrams and Bad Robot. First off, I do not like J.J. Abrams. I think he's the worst writer of all time, and I don't like Bad Robot, because all they do is they just take from other people's ideas and they just literally copy and paste, and I don't like that crap. They don't even try to come up with a new spin on something. Anyways, Robot signed a huge deal with Warner Brothers that would bring the swath of new content to HBO Max and the big screen, including plenty of DC Comics content. The Star Wars Rise of Skywalker director, is producing a Superman movie, which will feature a black lead, along with a slate of TV shows that will eventually see the Justice League Dark assemble. That part of the program, I don't know, man. So far, everything he's doing, he's got everything in development, but I'm sorry, we need to see a little bit more, move forward, in my opinion. And I see why David Zaslav is frustrated. However, it's slow going for all those projects. The Hollywood Reporter now reveals that Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav is growing frustrated by the lack of output from Bad Robot's $250 million deal. One TV show, Dominde, I don't know what that means, is already on the bubble and could be scrapped due to plans for a 200 plus million budget, which is even more than the upcoming Game of Thrones prequel series House of the Dragon. Sources note that Zaslav was frustrated with the lack of a delivery from the deal that was signed back in September 2019. Since 2019, that is 3 years. Maybe not exactly. September. Yeah, that's 3 years. 3 years, man. He hasn't done anything in 3 years, man. They should just give him the boot. Try to get that money back, because he hasn't done anything. Anyways, that's also the case with the DC Comics properties Abrams is said to be developing. I don't want him involved in comic books. Did any of you read that Spider-Man comic book that his son wrote? Man, garbage. Pure garbage. Another talentless person in that family, along with Abrams. I mean, come on. Anyways, developing. While Warner Brothers has seen scripts for pilot episodes of Constantine and Madam X, it says so. It said that there is some frustration with the halls of Warner Brothers. Oh, this is moving. God, I hate this website. I'm never going to use them again. This website sucks. Anyways, there is some frustration within the halls of Warner Brothers Discovery that Abrams has laid claim to a number of DC characters, but has yet to get anything on the air. Yeah, I would just, if I was Zaslav, I'd be like, no, you don't have those characters anymore. You're not doing anything, and we need to put some movies out now, hooker. The much touted deal really doesn't appear to have come to much, particularly in the case of DC Extended Universe. Oh my gosh, could this be any more annoying? Many fans have expressed disappointment with Abrams being so heavily involved with future DC plans, especially after his contributions to the Star Wars universe and Star Trek. There was a time when he was a top choice for any number of comic book movies, but the tide appears to have changed in recent years. Yeah, because we all saw how much of a hack he was. He sucks. We'll keep you updated as the story continues to develop. Man, I really hope in that article from Hollywood Reporter, they said that deal that he made, it's not in jeopardy in the sense that he could lose the deal or whatnot, but it did say that but if I was Zaslav, I would try my hardest to get that money back, or at least some of it back, and just kick him to the curb, kick this asshole to the curb, because he sucks. I don't think he is good at anything. I mean, yeah, he can direct a movie, but so what? I mean, give some newbie a shot. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's all like, oh, there's only a handful of directors and everything that Hollywood wants to hire right now, and I'm all like, no, I'm pretty sure there's a newbie out there that can handle it. Just give him one little shot. Go grab one of these people that have done a bunch of indie films. Give him one of these. Give him this this Justice League Dark movie or show. Just like, you're going to direct all 6 episodes of this show. Let's see what you can do, kid. If you can handle this, we'll give you the movie. If you can handle that movie, we'll give you another movie. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, no, Abrams is a joke in my opinion, and he just sucks. And I personally don't care for any of his work. And I'm glad that David Zaslav, his daddy, is coming in and cleaning house, because I'm so sick of this guy, J.J. Abrams, not doing anything. He's literally done nothing. And I can't remember what movie it was, but I think he went to Universal and pitched them another movie that he's going to be working with before any of this DC stuff. And I'm all like, yeah, kick his ass to the curb. Tell him, be like, so long. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. That's what I would be like if I was them. I just wouldn't have any more nonsense. Like, it said in here, there was an article in here. It said Guillermo del Toro, he was going to do a Justice League Dark movie. And I'm all like, good, I love him. He would have probably done a great Justice League Dark movie. But no, they got rid of it and they let J.J. Abrams have it. Ugh. Pure trash. I did stories on those. I'll leave those in the art card section. All right. So that is my first story of the week. So for my second story of the week, you guys, Seth Green to replace Stargirl star in season 3. The Pink Pen has a new inhabitant. Now, I don't know if you guys watch Stargirl. I cover that show. I'll leave that playlist in the my card section also. But I really do like Stargirl just off the bat. And we'll talk about this a little bit more as we go along. This is not the best flattering picture of Seth Green. All right, so Stargirl season 3 has called in Buffy the Vampire Slayer Seth Green to take over the role of Thunderbolt, which is good. I love Seth Green. I just want to real quick get that out of the way. I think he's extremely talented, very funny. I have only seen him I've met him before at a Comic-Con in New York once, and he had a little panel. I think it was for Robot Chicken. Don't quote me on that because I can't remember off the top of my head. But he was very charming. He was so nice and likable. It was so funny because he told this story about how like he always gets asked to be girls will be like, or women will ask him to marry them, and he's all like, I do have standards. We have to get to know each other first. And he told it way better, but it was a funny story. I enjoyed it very much. All right, so moving on to this thing. The wish-granting electrically charged pink imp was originally voiced by Jim Gaffigan, and he did a good job also with Thunderbolt, the character. I did like it, but I do feel like they're adding too many CGI characters in Stargirl, and it's taking away from the digital effects. I feel like they don't have enough time to really put into Thunderbolt because it's so CGI heavy, which, I mean, a small piece of me goes, I like it. And then a small piece of me goes, I wish that they wouldn't have brought this character in because I would like to see more done with that visual effects money. Anyways, and that budget. When the character made their Arrowverse debut in Stargirl's second season, but fans can expect Thunderbolt to sound a little different when he returns. According to TV Line, Robot Chicken and Family Guy voice actor Seth Green has officially taken over the mantle, although it's not yet known how many episodes he'll appear in. And he'll probably appear in just as many as he did last season, which was, I think, like 2 or 3, I think it was, maybe 4. I think it was only 3, 4 tops. It was only like 4 tops. Anyways, Thunderbolt was last seen when Trey Romano's Mike Dugan and Alcoya Bronson's Jakeem Williams unwittingly conjured the genie from his pink pen, but not before going head to head with Eclipso. Oh, they said Eclipse in here. Digital Spy, you got to proofread this stuff. It was Eclipso, who Thunderbolt swiftly turned into toast. And we mean that literally, yeah, because Jakeem was all like, turn this guy into toast, and he did. Because that's how his powers work. He's a genie, and he'll grant your wish, but you can't just be like, I want a big cheeseburger, because they'll make like a giant house-sized cheeseburger. Anyways, Seth Green isn't the only newcomer to Stargirl, with SWAT star Tim Gabriel recently confirmed as the latest addition to the cast. Back in March, it was announced that Tim will join the regular cast as the Green Lantern's son, Todd Rice, otherwise known as Obsidian. Todd is also the twin brother of Ginny Hayden, played by Yessa Penjaro, who was last seen searching for her long-lost sibling. And that was one of the storylines in season 2. And it was a good one. Stargirl fans will also be seeing more of Joy Osmansky and Neil Hopkins, who play Paula Brooks Tigress and Lawrence Kroc Crusher Sportsmaster, respectively, after the pair were promoted to series regulars. Yeah, they're going to be living next door. Speaking previously to Digital Spy, Osmansaki teased that there is still so much to be done with Paula and Lawrence in terms of honoring the comic books, and there are so many iterations of who this character is. I certainly never took for granted that she would continue beyond a certain point, she said. Neil and I have so much fun in the roles, and that is a rare thing to have as much fun as we're having. It says Stargirl season 1 and season 2 are available to watch on DC Universe and the CW in the US, and Amazon Prime Video in the UK. And there are all the DVDs. So I think that this is a good thing. I love Seth Green. As I said before, I think he's great. I think that he was a good choice to replace Gaffigan for this role. And I do like that character. And again, I think this was a good choice. And yeah, I can't wait to see what he does with the role. So that is my second story of the week. So for my third and final story of the week. All right. So you guys, this is not really like a story kind that I'm going to read off of. But I will leave an article for you to read, and it has all the stuff that I'm going to show you and everything. But we got this first look at Blue Beetle from the set of the Blue Beetle movie, and I think he looks great. This costume, this is the first one, and we're going to go through these one by one and everything, but I just wanted to do this with you guys right now so we could do this, so we could get it up and everything, or we could look at it and I'll tell you what I think. But again, I just think this is really great. And I can't wait to see this in live action. So we got, hold on. So we got this first look, which is the guy that was playing him, I don't remember, but he's playing Jaime Reyes, and this is him without the helmet. And I can just tell you right now, this is very comic books accurate in my opinion. In fact, I just bought because like I don't know about you guys, but I don't know very, very much about Blue Beetle as terms of comics books goes. The most I know about Blue Beetle is from Young Justice, which I'm putting up a picture now. So here I bought some comic books. Here's just a couple that I bought and everything from the comic book shop, because I was like, if you're going to have, if they're making this movie, sorry, I'm a little jumbled right now. If you're going to make this movie, I'm not a normie. I read comic books, but I honestly have never read, well, I have now, but I beforehand had never read a Blue Beetle comic book. I had just seen Young Justice, and that's where I got most of the stuff from my knowledge of Blue Beetle. So I bought the comic books, and I wanted to get a little bit more. Now, I have to be honest with you, this was going to go to HBO Max, and I thought that was the best place for it, but it looks like now it's going to the big screen. I don't think that's a good choice, because I think a lot of people are either like me or they're like normies and they don't know who this character is. And I'm like, this is such a small character that I don't think this is going to do well at the box office, but we'll see. So this first costume looks really, really good he looks great without the helmet. I've never seen that Karate Kid show. What's it called? Cobra Kai. But I hear a lot of good things about it, and a lot of people like it. But he looks great right here without the helmet. And yeah, so here he is with the helmet. And again, I think the helmet looks comic books accurate. He looks great. I really like it a lot. It'll be interesting to see the little spikes come out and see how he uses that. Great to see his hands, how he turns that stuff in here. Yeah. All right. Here he is without the here he is again, a closer up look of the whole thing. I think it looks really, really good. I think this looks great. Yeah, I really like this a lot. I think he looks great. I think that the costume looks great. And again, like I said, comic books accurate. Sorry, I'm trying to get something else ready. But I think it looks great. All right. And then here's the final picture that I have, and it is him in motion. He's falling on this car. At first, when I first saw this picture, I thought it was him jumping over this car, but then I looked closer and it's like there's like a smash. This part was smashed right here and everything, and there's glass on top of him. But again, I think this looks really great, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with this, if they'll leave it like the way it is, or if they'll add some more digital effects as far as the costume goes. Now, here's the video of that. I'm gonna play it real quick right here. Here it is, boom, of him, getting out of the car and everything, and he's got the Blue Beetle scarab on his back. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, but maybe it'll be smaller and everything. It looks like he's apologizing. He's like, oh man, what happened, kind of thing. But again, I think it looks great. And I think what they're trying to do here with this character in these movies now is that they're trying to replace Cyborg with Blue Beetle, or at least that was the case before David Zaslav got a hold of it. And then Daddy started being like, hey, we need to change things up because I've had enough of this nonsense. But again, I think this costume looks great, and I can't wait to see it in, live action and everything. All right, you guys, those are my 3 stories of the week. Tell me, what do you guys think about this? How do you feel about J.J. Abrams dropping the ball and not putting out any DC content, and then, getting, calling dibs on all these great DC characters, and David Zaslav coming in and being all like, hey, you haven't put out anything in 3 years. We gave you $250 million, dude. Like, get on the ball, yo. How do you feel about Seth Green replacing Jim Gaffigan as Thunderbolt in Stargirl season 3? Did you like Stargirl season 2 and Stargirl season or overall? And are you excited about this next season? I personally enjoyed the show, and I'm quite excited about this next season. And I think I think that the writers on the show do a really good job. And I think that they do a good job, and they know the character and everything. And then finally, tell me, how do you guys feel about this first look from the set of Blue Beetle? Do you think that this is a great costume, or do you think that this is, a little too comic booky? Or are you like me and you think it looks great? I think it looks great, and I can't wait to see it. Tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye. Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my week in review.